Live from Fargo and serving you on TV, online, and on the go. This is Valley News Live at 5.
We begin tonight with breaking news. A man wanted in connection to a Moorhead murder is now behind bars. Good evening and thanks for joining us. Police have been searching for 20-year-old Anthony Rodriguez in connection to the murder of 55-year-old Brad Carrington. He was arrested today near the apartment complexes south of the mall. Rodriguez is in the Cass County Jail awaiting extradition to Clay County. Moorhead police say they don't know what charges Rodriguez could be facing. Investigators are currently getting his side of the story. They found him thanks to concerned people in the community who spotted him and then called police. Right now, they aren't seeking anyone else in connection with this murder.
You know, we're not always as fortunate on a serious crime like this. Every investigation is obviously very different, and we're grateful to be able to have both suspects in custody this timely in this particular incident. Still a lot of work to do.
16-year-old Dacre St. Clair has been charged with first-degree premeditated murder in the same case. St. Clair admitted to killing Carrington, saying Carrington had been molesting him for several years. Police aren't commenting on the connection between Rodriguez and St. Clair or how they knew Carrington. Well, now students walked out of class and protested at East Grand Forks Senior High this afternoon. That following teacher Brian Perkins being put on paid administrative leave for 2 weeks, then being reinstated this afternoon. As Valley News Team's Neil Carlson shows us, this all surrounds an email sent by Perkins regarding Somali students.
What do we want? Perkins! What do we want now?
Several dozen students walked out of class in protest over the way teacher Brian Perkins was handled by the administration.
Questioning how to make his education better, how to help them more. And I didn't see anything wrong with that, and I don't understand why it became such a big ordeal.
On the email, I read it personally, and it does not say anything that has to do with being racist or anything like that.
Brian Perkins, a social studies and economics teacher, has been working in East Grand Forks schools since 1994. Superintendent of Schools David Pace has declined comment on why Perkins was initially put on administrative leave. Students say it's because of comments Perkins made in an email. This is the actual email in which Perkins states his frustrations with Somali students, saying in part, roughly 30% of my Somali students have very bad attendance. They are not capable of reading and interpreting the assignments for themselves. We must physically stop class to reteach at the expense of the other 25 students in the room. Perkins also suggests a solution in the email. Is there some type of attendance requirement we may impose on these kids? This afternoon, after meeting with administrators, Brian Perkins told me in a phone interview the matter has been resolved and he'll return to work Thursday morning. Perkins wouldn't get into specifics, saying only, I have done nothing but my obligation, which is best practices in education. Meanwhile, Superintendent David Pace also declined an on-camera interview. He released a statement saying in part, they've completed a thorough investigation of this matter. The district has taken appropriate action for this situation. The employee is available to the classroom. It's all left a lot of unanswered questions for everyone, including students. In East Grand Forks, Neil Carlson, Valley News Live.
We've also reached out to the East Grand Forks School Board President, Tony Palmisano, for further clarification on this story, but we have not heard back yet. 3 surveillance photos have been released in connection to the armed robbery at Qdoba Mexican Grill in Grand Forks. Now, here are the pictures. Both suspects, one of them armed with a gun, entered the store Saturday night demanding money and got away with cash. Police are still looking for them. Both suspects are described as black men wearing dark clothing and ski masks. One was 5'10" and slim, the other described as shorter and stockier. If you have information, you're asked to contact the Grand Forks Police Department right away. Well, it was another beautiful fall day out there in the valley, and the evening's looking just as nice. I think we might enjoy it while it lasts. Let's talk to Hutch Johnson to get the latest on tonight. Hutch?
No matter where you are, temperatures are quite nice. In fact, well above average here in the Southern Valley, where we see the yellows. We're in the 60s, a lot of 50s out there. It is breezy with gusts that have been over 30 miles per hour throughout the day. Right now, those gusts are starting to taper off. The windiest weather is where you see the colors now, Northern Valley and on the east side of the Red River Valley. It'll remain breezy this evening, but decrease as we head later into the night. Temperatures will cool off quite quickly tonight, so bring that jacket with you as you head out the door this early evening. I'll have details on a chilly overnight forecast and some significant rain in our forecast as well. I'll tell you all about it here in a minute.
Changes, so enjoy this evening while you can.
Get out and do it.
All right, thank you, Hutch. It's a decision that has been months in the making. Joe Biden announced today he will not be running for president. Our Washington bureau correspondent Alex Miller is in Washington with much more.
Surrounded by his wife and the president in the Rose Garden, Joe Biden says his decades-long political career will end with the Obama administration. Though he's been mulling a run for months, Biden said he never set a timetable to make a decision on a campaign. He said he needed to work through the grieving process for his son, Beau, who died of brain cancer earlier this year. Biden added that when he finished that process, the window had closed.
Unfortunately, I believe we're out of time, the time necessary to mount a winning campaign for the nomination.
People really have been waiting to see what Biden would do. He doesn't have the campaign infrastructure that Hillary Clinton has spent years now building up.
Many experts say the move will help Clinton, who would have been competing for votes with Biden. Clinton got into the race early and has shored up early endorsements that Biden may have gotten had he announced earlier. And in typical Biden fashion, he said that while he won't be a candidate, he's also not going to be silent during this campaign. He also didn't endorse any Democratic candidate. Reporting in Washington, I'm Alex Miller.
Thank you, Alex. We reached out to the Republican Party and they said, quote, Vice President Biden was the most formidable general election candidate that the Democratic Party could have fielded, and his decision not to challenge Hillary Clinton greatly improves their chances of taking back the White House. Well, it's the news Bison football fans are still coming to grips with. Starting quarterback Carson Wentz will be sidelined 6 to 8 weeks and maybe the rest of the season. Wentz was scheduled to have surgery today to fix a broken bone in his throwing wrist. We are expected to hear from him tomorrow. The senior captain was at practice yesterday. Here's some video of him. He was helping coach up the next man up, redshirt freshman Easton Stick, who will be getting the start on Saturday when the Bison travel to Indiana State. And speaking of that, we will be there, of course, this weekend to get you ready for the Easton Stick first start as NDSU's QB. Our Farmers Union Insurance Bison football pregame show starts at 11 a.m. on Saturday. Kickoff is at noon this week, and the game is actually not going to be here on KVLY because of a deal between the league and ESPN. You can only watch the game on ESPN3. You're most likely seeing lots of orange pumpkins this time of year. But have you seen any teal ones yet? This is the second year for the Teal Pumpkin Project. It's a movement offering non-food options for treats for kids with food allergies. Families around the area are putting out teal pumpkins or even a sign on their door to show support to children facing allergies. And often they can't eat many of those goodies that you put in their basket. One local mother says educating people about the movement is important to her, and she's noticed a change even last year.
More places, I think, even if they didn't have the teal pumpkin in front, did have non-food items available for kids. And I just think this year, part of it is just the education and getting the word out there.
The Teal Pumpkin Project is not trying to do away with candy, just giving an option to those kids with food allergies, and so they can be included. Hear why this movement is more important to parents than the kids, actually. That's coming up tonight at 6. Well, the Pumpkin Catapult launches back at Davies High School in South Fargo. Take a look at this. The students there return for their fall ritual physics lesson. How fun is that? Here's how it works. They get a team together, plan, design, and build their weapon in some variation of the ancient catapult. And then the pumpkin goes flying, but it can't be too big, too small, just the right caliber. They load that up and say fire.
The goal is using the angle that it's launched at to find the vertical velocity and the horizontal velocity, and using that to find how fast it really went, and finding that to use the equations to find how far it went, how long it was in the air, and all that kind of stuff.
And to see the pumpkin smash, I guess. No word who gets the bragging rights for this year's longest toss, but last year it was 26 meters. Right now, 110 animals at the FM shelter are waiting to be adopted and taken to a good home. Homeward Animal Shelter rescues cats and dogs from the local pounds and relocates them to forever homes. Tomorrow night, you can help support their efforts by going to the 6th annual Wags, Whiskers, and Wine event. Tickets are $50 and are tax deductible. All the money goes back to the animals.
We rely on the community to keep our doors open. We really rely on people's donations, both monetarily and for items to help take care of the animals. So everything that we raise here helps to go towards their food, to the shelter, and to their veterinary care.
For more ways to help, go to valleynewslive.com and click on our hot button for a link to their homepage. The homemade costumes that some kids in wheelchairs will be wearing Halloween night, and how the movement is spreading to others. That story is coming up later.
As we enter fall, our weather has been quite dry here in the valley, with some very dry conditions beginning to show up in the Red River Valley and western Minnesota. Rain is in the forecast. I'll tell you when and how much next.